The name of my book is The Secret Language of Dogs, and it's a mixed bag. It's stories with a how-to. So there are long stories relating to what I'm describing in my work with clients whether from Los Angeles or New York. So instead of just saying, how do you do this, and instruction, I give you a visual on the journey of my work through a story in the book. And that allows one to understand more how I'm saying. So the book is comprised about that, which makes it's entertaining, it's touching, it's not so dictating. It's more, let's go on this journey so you can understand. When did I first feel a connection to animals? I felt a connection probably around age 3 or 4 is when I first started to feel that connection. And it was more an emotion or an exchange rather than words translated. When quoted as a dog's psychic, again, I would say that for a mass intent, that's a good way to explain it. But on a personal level, I am listening. I'm interpreting and I am listening. So as this energy flows, it becomes words.
I reached out to Jocelyn because although my dog Oliver was healthy and everything seemed okay, I knew there was something not quite right. And I was hoping Jocelyn could help us uncover that and help me find out what it was he was trying to say.
Thomas knows what he needs to do. He wasn't ready to look and release to it. It's hard, it would have been hard for Oliver to push that out of him. But he was waiting patiently to do so, just waiting. I mean, it was certainly a very big relief. Oliver felt that my presence was a relief because, my God, now they're ready to go. It's a big deal. He finally has a voice in some way to release and say, God, I'm like rooting for this guy, but he's just not listening to me. It's a brilliant animal.
The process with Jocelyn was really simple. She embraced Oliver right away and immediately earned his trust in terms of the way that she touched and handled him. You know, he was really docile, and we were able to connect, communicating with Oliver through our energy.
What did I think of my session with Oliver and Thomas? I thought it was uplifting. I thought it was rejuvenating. I'm a huge proponent of working with Heart Center. Thomas and Oliver is of Heart Center. That was their biggest block. So whenever I work with anyone, and in this case Thomas and Oliver, it was a huge opening to move forward. It was a huge opening to abandon fear and saying, I'm ready to harness this next step of the journey together. It was a really big deal. It moves me all the time. And as wonderful as it is to feel when Thomas, Oliver, and I were joining the connection together, it's going through me. I think people don't understand that. I'm helping that. I'm a catalyst in the sense to initiate that.
The opportunity to work with Jocelyn and connect with Oliver on a spiritual level, in a way that I really hadn't before, meant a lot. I think that, connecting with your companion and realizing that the energy is reflected, both from that animal into you and vice versa, solidifying that connection is necessary.
When we did our session, I'll think of what I heard or how the energy moved or what that was to use with others and vibrate out of my own life. Every time. This is never a one-sided process, and that certainly was not. That was a beautiful moment. They both opened up a light that has been dimmed for quite some time. My name is Jocelyn Kessler, and I read energy. I read and connect energy between human beings and dogs.